Hey everyone, Sky here. How you guys going? Uh, so, this is gonna be late, maybe. Hopefully not. So, when this comes out, it should be the 2nd of Pride Month. 2nd of June, Pride Month. Fun. Before we get into the video, I'm gonna explain my plans coming up. So first off, I'm gonna be posting once a week during Pride Month something on my Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter, or X if you want to be modern and stuff. Through there, I'll keep up with the usual stuff. I've also planning on my next videos, after I've done my Gravity Falls, to be the Owl House. I will be covering the main cast, so that would be I think they call the Scooby Gang by people nowadays. I don't know. Luz, Amity, Gus, Willow, Hunter, Ida, King, Hootie. Not Hootie, he's fine. He's perfect. Lilith, Darius, and Rain. Which, all honesty, not all of them are main cast. Whatever. So we're covering them. I may do V. That's up for debate. So yeah. I'm also planning on doing... Yeah, I'll do that for that. And as for what I'm doing for the Gravity Falls, I was originally planning on doing all of the videos in this one big, massive video, but I'm not insane, and from people who are probably looking at the time, this is going to be a long one. Great. So I've decided to split the video up into 4 parts. The first part will be Dipper and Maple, this one. Second part will involve Zeus and Wendy, which should be easy coming up with the designs, but a pain to draw them. Zeus in particular. Then the third part will involve me doing the Grunkles, and then the fourth will be me doing what I call the iconic Gravity Falls campfire scene, the one where we have during the intro, where Grunkle Stan is telling a ghost story to the rest of the cast. I plan on including Grunkle Ford in there and doing my own version of it. So that'll be fun. For contents, this isn't me redesigning the main characters from when they were younger, but me redesigning them as adults, when they're older, more mature, and more traumatized. So let's get on to the video. To start off, I started up with Dipper Pines. He was interesting to come up with. I knew I wanted to do as relatively close to the typical Dipper face and appearance as possible, but also making him look older than he is in the show. Translating someone going from complete stylized with no eye color, the Gravity Falls style, to physical characters, interestingly enough to fun. At least they aren't the oddball. That'd be fun to try and draw. I'm just doing the pose. I've decided, because I've seen some people do the journals still remain, and some say it's destroyed. I've decided to do my own version of the journals existing. I've taken a lot of references from just a bunch of different Gravity Falls videos. Videos and arts and artworks and stuff. I guess I should go on to explain what I planned on for happening for the story. I was thinking this would be them once they become adults. I don't know, maybe just graduated college. Just graduated. I don't see them going to college, really. I see them more just coming back to Gravity Falls and just kind of living there. I doubt they would be able to... I doubt they would actually have skill sets to be able to communicate with people outside of Gravity Falls on their own. Considering everything. They've gone from kids to being traumatized children who are being way more mature than they should be. I doubt they could actually communicate with the rest of their old friends properly anymore. That's the fun thing about stories like this. When you actually recognize the fact that they're probably heavily traumatized and can no longer register the trauma and behave how they used to. So this is just me coming up with a pose and design. Dipper's hair was a pain to do, but that might, as well as the Wendy's hat, which, by the way, I've decided that they would keep the tradition of swapping them. I've seen a lot of people have that he would get his typical pine tree hat back, but I personally don't see him getting it back. I've decided to put him into flannel because why not? Not much. But yeah, so they've gone back to Gravity Falls. I can see Dipper taking off to Ford and learning to basically be the next chaotic mess that he is. And typical stuff, like, I don't see Dipper really changing all that much, maybe getting more mature and more wised up. I feel like they would throw themselves into mysteries a lot, though. Also, by the way, I don't know if Bill would be back. I personally like to think that he's Bill from the Owl House, you know, the Titan Trapper that no one liked. Yeah, that dude. Mainly because he's powerless, pathetic, and an attempted manipulator. I don't know, it seems like a fitting end to Bill. I know Bill's like a very popular character, for obvious reasons. I've watched the show. And I don't personally like the fact that he would come back, especially if we rely on him. Here's me adding the pine trees, making the iconic number 3 for the book, fixing the book design. I spent way too long trying to draft this. I think I just basically turned this into the fine line immediately afterwards. Here's me doing some going to do phases, and then just redraw up to fine lining. Nothing really major, just kind of neatening out. If you guys can hear the rain, I don't know why it's raining. The weather's weird here. It's winter where I am. I think it's summer for you guys though, if you're in America. Yeah, it's raining now. Fun. So if you can hear it, cool. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long video. Instead of doing one art video, I'm doing like 2 of them. Maybe long ones. This is gonna be a fun series. By the way, I've decided, as usual, to split it up into 2 weeks. So, I'm not doing Amphibio. I just remembered that I didn't mention that. I am not the biggest fan of the show. I love it, but I'm not gonna, you know, look into headcanons, and also they already have their adult sort of things. Stuff which will be interesting to come up with what I'm gonna do for the Owl House, considering they're already adults. Yeah. So yeah, I can also see just Dipper like taking after the whole him just traveling and taking over the adults' life. Like he takes over Fort's way of life and just kind of throws himself into mysteries and mystery after mystery after mystery. Though I think Wendy, the rest of the cast, mainly Maple, would keep him in line. Keep him alive and stuff. Yeah, that hat, that damn hat was the worst to it designing. So fun. Yes, I know the drafts are terrible. I'm trying. If you guys like me doing stuff like this, more redesigns and stuff, tell me up and I'll probably do some more. If I considering how I'm splitting this up, should split up to be about a month and a half of Gravity Falls. And then considering if I do the 2 characters per video again for the Owl House, that should give me about 2 months. So yeah, I should have consistently, as long as I can provide the videos, about 3 months and a half of video content, so yay! Fun. Pre-warning, if my videos actually do come out slightly later than I normally would, I've gotten, my exams are kicking up, so I'm going to be hella packed, so that's going to be fun. Ah yes, me adding the shooting star. I should probably explain the book. I've decided to have, due to the iconic fact that Dipper and Maple have basically survived together rather than fought, and the fact that their whole reason for winning is because they work together and stuff, is I decided to think that Dipper and Maple would each both take after doing research into the mysteries of the Gravity Falls and research. Flannel design was not fun, but and stuff. Yeah, I don't have the best. I don't have a flannel, so I had to look it up and try and figure it out. This was fun to try and figure out. Yeah, I personally think that they would both take after them. I think Mabel would probably run the take after the Mystery Shack running business. Who knows, maybe she'll take over with a sweater and learn to live with using a sweater. Make a sweater business like a lot of the headcanons. I don't really have much to talk about right now, I'm just kind of going through with it. So yep, this is Dipper. My Dipper Pines. Probably not the best, and probably not what Alex Hirsch, the master of Gravity Falls. Seriously, he's insane. Literally and metaphorically. Would design him as, but I'm quite proud of it, so otherwise I wouldn't be posting this. That is a thing I've got to work on, adding skin. Here's my lovely cell shading, which I'm so glad I moved to cell instead of using blur. It's so much easier to do and work with, even if I don't cell shade my own drawings. Which, by the way, will be fun. So yeah. When in doubt, use purple. The face is the worst thing to learn to shade. But yeah, I'm very proud of how I came out. So yeah, now on to Mabel Pines. Let's get started, shall we? So, a common headcanon for Mabel Pines is that she gets short hair. While there's also the growing her hair out like ridiculously long hair. I am personally a fan of the short hair, myself, more than the long. So, here we are. Man, it is really pelting down. Sorry if you can't hear me over the rain. Yep. I spent way too long designing characters like Hilda, so I've kind of got into the bad habit of drawing really muscly characters over like thin. So, like, even my thin nowadays characters are problematic. Seriously, I cannot draw thin characters anymore, like lanky characters. Something I need to improve on. Fun fact, the thing that actually inspired me to do this video was, if I can get the name, hang on. I'll put the name up just so you can track them down. But, their name was... Valderat. Valderat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Which, I know they did their thing a long time ago, but still happy, still very impressive. There's probably a lot of similarities now that I've pointed it out to people who have seen it. Trying to draw a human going back, like a normal human after doing what I've done for so long, like non-humanoids who have like humanoid features, is kind of interesting. It was fun. And as you can see, here's me struggling to do the hair. I'm still not happy with how it came out. The hair came out. Like, the face just looks so off. I think that was... Let the eyes too high. I don't know why I did this. I was going under a sweater. I don't know why I put, like, a short shirt when I was going to put her in a large sweater and stuff. Who knows. Here's me fixing the pose because it looked off and I need to fix it. As I said, I am very proud of how this came out. I personally like the colors I did with both of them, especially Mabel, considering I hate pink. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite. It's like working with pink. It's not my favorite color. I prefer cool colors over like really bright ones. Pink though looks just so good though. I just hate trying to work with it. So yeah, I've decided to headcanon that Mabel started selling her sweaters that she made, along with other arts and crafts, and that's her main source of money. Also for content, yes, she's the one that makes the money for the twins to survive and all that. I personally don't think that Dipper would actually be able to make a funds. At least not as much as Maple would. Apologies for the barking of my dogs. And yes, I've decided to add Waddles because people seem to forget that he exists. And I know pigs don't live long enough. Like, they live 10 years, and so Waddles is probably dead. I personally headcanon the fact that there is a life preserver, because there's no way in hell that I would let Waddles die. Waddles is just the best. Pure Waddles. Waddles will live for eternity, while the rest of us will die. So yeah, I just have a giant Waddles sleeping. He's just a giant pig. He's perfect, he's Waddles. But yeah, I personally think that Dipper and Mabel would both work on the books themselves together. And all that together and keep each other in check. Mabel would be keeping Dipper alive. Dipper would keep Mabel from doing Mabel things. So, getting in trouble, causing problems, and all that. I think he would also be... But they would pretty much equally keep each other out of trouble. Yeah... I don't really have much to talk about with the whole thing, just kind of put the design, here's the thing. Enjoy! This video took way too long to come out, and I still only have 2 weeks to do the next one, and I'm on a time crunch. Right, I really need to get the next two Gravity Falls videos out, so I at least have a month. Seriously, I'm recording this the day it's supposed to come out. Just like a few hours earlier than normal. There are many, many benefits when your scheduling is posting is in another country and your main demographic is in the US. So beneficial. Anyway. Yeah. Tell me what you guys think when I'm done with this. I want to hear your thoughts. Any other video ideas? I've got 3 months to go, and then I've got to find something else. Why did I set the schedule to be 2 times a week? Twice a month? I should probably drop it down to once a month so I can just save my life. Who knows? By the way, sweater, horrible idea to do, especially considering how baggy it was and everything. That was a pain. I think this is the first time I've actually done proper inking as well. So, yay! That's nice. I can see why people say that you have to write a script for this stuff, because I am running out of things to write, so... Which is probably dropping the video quality. Oh well. God, recording's been going on for 22 minutes and I'm not even done with Maple. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. This is gonna be so fun. Oh yeah, also, I personally used to headcanon that Dipple and Maplewood or Ford would have something that would just mutate Waddles into this giant behemoth, and that'd be how they fight. You know, like the giant Waddles from the end of the series? Ah, that would have been so cool. I think around this time most videos would go into a tirade to explain what Gravity Falls is and how great it was and all that. But I really don't think people need an explanation on what the bloody hell Gravity Falls is. Also, if you haven't watched Gravity Falls, what are you doing? Why are you watching this? Watch Gravity Falls. Watch the masterpiece. That's actually a weird thing that I've noticed. I've never seen someone complain about Gravity Falls being, like, a terrible show. Like, sure, there are people who aren't obsessed with it, but it's also not that type. It's like one of those shows that's just universally liked. It's weird. Like, really, 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 really weird. I mean, it's a cool weird, but really weird at the same time. Oh yeah, now time for my lovely headcanon that I've noticed is common. Mabel being pants. Pansexual. I've never seen the actual reason behind it. It's just a common belief. I'm just gonna run with it. I feel like I should have dyed her hair, put dye in her hair, but oh well. I also think that also, by the way, she's drinking maple juice. That's what she's drinking. That thing is terrifyingly dangerous. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't drink maple juice. Unless you can survive like 10 shots of caffeine every sip. and a bunch of plastic. I'm definitely proud with how much I've improved. I don't think I would be able to pull off. Actually, I have tried something similar during the end of the Owl House when I did fan art of Lumini. It was terrible. First time drawing the characters, and it turned out bad. Really bad. Really, really bad. It's actually on my Instagram if you want to find it. Hang on, guys, I'll be back in a few secs. My dog just decided to piss in my room. No. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, my dog decided my room needed to be pissed on to market. For some dumbass reason. Also, yes, I drew Mabel crying. I don't care. Hate me all you want. So, that was my rendition of an adult Gravity Falls. At least for Mabel and Dipper. I still have to do Zeus and Wendy. And then Grunkle Stan. The Grunkles. And then the fourth. And then I've got to do the Owl House. Why did I make these promises? Whatever. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, the usual YouTube shit. Jesus bloody hell mouth work. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night, day, morning, afternoon. Check out my Instagram, Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See ya!